I think that I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff of my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Do you think the person that the you of then was on a path of self-destruction?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would have, for sure, 100%. Yeah. It would have been no bueno. It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive, for sure. It was dark. It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. People take for granted encounters, and I just want to protect her, I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
Do you realize how important your story is? Every time I have a conversation with someone who's been through this unique type of experience, I'm searching for some kind of truth that can help.
I commend you for going there. Tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Kim Kardashian channels her inner cougar with Justin Bieber.
Is this a joke?
Why they love their prey so young.
That is so embarrassing.
I mean, I don't know. She actually said, or Kim said, I think Justin Bieber should date my sister. And I was like, I think I should date you.
Justin Bieber has finally revealed the harrowing experiences he faced at the hands of some of the biggest names in the entertainment industry during his teenage years. The pop sensation recently disclosed startling details about how his early days in the spotlight were shaped by people who were meant to guide and protect him. Instead of prioritizing his well-being, individuals like Kim Kardashian and Diddy seemingly exploited Justin's fame and youth for their own benefit.
Bieber was my time, and with Bieber being my time,
you gotta say Bieber.
Bieber. I
heard a little Bieber. I was like, Kano heard it too.
I seen Bieber when he was 15, and actually in that excerpt inside the house where he was like, "Yo, you want one of these?" and it was a Lamborghini. He actually told me to pull the Lamborghini out, pull it in the front, and I pulled it in the front. So it was me, him, Scooter, what's his name? Scooter Brock. Yeah. It was him, and it was just basically one of them phone calls like, "Yo, I'm in town. I'm gonna bring Justin by. I want you to holler at him for a little while." And he just hollered at him they ain't stayed together 48 hours and all that. He just was talking shit right there. He stayed there for about an hour or two. Blah, 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 and he got up out of there.
One notable incident took place when Justin Bieber and Kim Kardashian participated in a photo shoot for ELE magazine in the Bahamas. The images, which were intended to be playful and lighthearted, featured Kim and Justin posing together in beachwear. However, the photos quickly attracted criticism, with many questioning whether it was appropriate for a woman in her 30s to be so closely interacting with a teenager. At one point, Kim even referred to Justin as her cougar bait, a comment that did not sit well with his fans. This remark only intensified the scrutiny on Justin, making it challenging for him to shake off the perception that he was being placed in uncomfortable situations that blurred the lines of acceptability. Being linked to a high-profile adult celebrity like Kim at such a young age exposed Justin to a type of attention he was ill-prepared to manage. Additionally, Diddy's influence on Justin's life was equally concerning. Initially, it appeared that Diddy aimed to mentor the young star, but some of the situations Justin found himself in raised serious questions about the nature of that guidance.
Tell me about your photo shoot with Justin.
Oh my god, it was so much fun.
What shoot did you do?
I did a shoot in the Bahamas with Justin Bieber.
How old is Justin?
16. During the shoot, Justin said, "Oh, I have a nickname for you." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Cougar."
Does he have a crush on you?
I have no idea.
Do you have a crush on him?
Yeah, Kim, do you have a crush on him?
If only he was 18.
18?
Wait, you know there's stuff all over the internet about how you're a cougar.
How I'm a cougar? I'm not even 30 years old.
I first met Justin Bieber at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in Washington, D.C. And I think actually before that, I had said in an interview that I wanted to set him up with my sister, Kendall, who's 14. And then he had responded in an interview saying that no, he didn't want to be hooked up with my sister, he liked me, or something just silly like that. It was a joke. And so when I met him in Washington, D.C., we took a picture together, and he Twittered it and said, you know, me and my girlfriend Kim.
Diddy often invited Justin Bieber to parties filled with adults, where the atmosphere was more suited for seasoned industry professionals. These events featured activities that no young person should have to witness. A recent video clip captures a 15-year-old Justin at one of Diddy's gatherings, highlighting the unusual and potentially harmful situations he was exposed to. Justin's mother, Patty Mallet, has spoken out about her discomfort with some of the events her son was invited to, noting that Justin was surrounded by powerful figures who promised him the world. Patty acknowledges that these experiences may have contributed to the challenges Justin faced later in his career, including substance abuse and mental health issues. The pressure of being thrust into an adult world, especially with Diddy leading the way, left significant scars on his life. Diddy's behavior has come under scrutiny more than once, with sources suggesting that instead of genuinely mentoring Justin, he may have been more focused on the publicity gained from being associated with the young star. While it benefited Diddy to be linked with the most popular kid in pop music for Justin, the influence of these adult mentors proved to be more damaging. Fans are now piecing together this information and sharing their opinions on social media, with one commenter stating, "Kim is a predator, she should be in jail." Another added, "In that clip with Diddy, Justin looks so uncomfortable," while a third person wrote, "Justin needs to testify against them all and put them all behind bars."
It's good, selling out arenas and everything. Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
Yeah.
Fame hit Justin Bieber hard, and it didn't take long for the pressure to take a toll on his personal life and mental health. He found himself surrounded by people who seemed more interested in what they could gain from him rather than looking out for his well-being. Before he realized it, Justin had adopted a risky lifestyle and was grappling with substance use. He has openly discussed using illegal substances as a means to escape the stress and loneliness he felt. His inner circle included influential figures, which made it challenging to determine who truly had his back and who was merely using him. The pressure to maintain his pop star image, coupled with relentless media scrutiny, created a toxic environment. Justin often felt like a puppet being controlled by others for their gain. At his lowest points, he acted out in ways that made headlines, fueling the media frenzy and reinforcing the image of a troubled young star. One of his friendships that deteriorated during this time was with Pastor Carl Lentz. Initially, Lentz seemed like a positive influence, helping Justin get closer to faith and sobriety. However, complications arose, leading to their eventual falling out, partly due to Lentz's own controversies. This left Justin feeling betrayed and disillusioned, reminding him that many of the people he trusted weren't what they seemed. The media painted Justin as erratic and unpredictable, focusing on his wild antics and run-ins with the law. Yet beneath the surface was a young man who felt used and manipulated by those who were supposed to guide him. In past interviews, he admitted to feeling out of control and pressured to behave in ways that didn't resonate with his true self. This pressure made him feel like he was being treated like an adult before he was ready for it. The expectation to live up to the standards set by these associations pushed him into behaviors that ultimately harmed his self-esteem and mental health. In recent years, Justin has taken a step back to reflect on his past and now seeks to help younger artists avoid the same struggles he faced. He has spoken out about the necessity of protecting young stars and expressed concern for artists like Billie Eilish, warning them about the dangers of surrounding themselves with the wrong people and how easily young talents can be exploited.
Did you feel protective of her?
Yeah, I definitely feel protective of her. it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you in a second. So yeah, it's hard because I want her to know that, you know, she can count on me, but at the end of the day, I don't want to. I just want to protect her, you know. I don't want her to lose it. I don't want her to, you know, go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody. So
when Justin Bieber's experiences with high-profile figures like Kim Kardashian and Diddy came to light, many people were left wondering how these celebrities would respond. Surprisingly, neither Kim nor Diddy has addressed the allegations. In the past, the media largely downplayed the interactions between Kim and Justin, despite several controversial moments, such as Kim's cougar bait comment, which sparked debate about the appropriateness of such remarks about a teenager. Kim has never publicly discussed how her comments may have affected Justin or the larger issues at play. Even as Justin opens up about how these early relationships shaped his life, Kim has remained silent. Some speculate that she is intentionally avoiding the situation to dodge further scrutiny or distance herself from negative press. On the other hand, Diddy has a history of exploiting young artists, and his relationship with Justin is a prime example of this. So what do you think really happened between Justin, Kim, and Diddy? Was Justin used and manipulated, or is this just part of the price of fame? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more celebrity content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And stay tuned for more.